And we're live.
So we are here. Welcome to Brooklyn Live. And we've got Cynthia in the chair.
Hello.
What are you like Puerto Rican?
Mexicana.
Mexicano.
Mexican.
Caravano. Mexicano.
Oh my god. I can't. That's a crazy situation.
It's a crazy situation.
Yeah.
It's the situation. Is that not like the Jersey Shore? The situation.
Oh,
Is that not the situation?
Yes, exactly like that.
You're like thinking about having some kind of a bang, yeah?
Yeah,
Is
like
that
some
right?
fun movement and texture in the front of my hair. Some
Look.
movement.
Show our
Oh,
viewers, yeah.
Viewers
'cause they're
wanna
watching.
see.
I want some fun
Viewers that want to see.
movement and
Yeah, some movement.
fun. Okay.
We'll kind of go with this long at the front, and then if we think we go
Okay.
short, we will.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think you should go shorter though.
Like length?
No, I mean, we're going to do that with your length, yeah? It's going to
Okay.
be easy.
Okay.
Yeah? Because that's going to be like long. You don't dry it, do you? Do you wash and wear? Is that your idea?
Yeah, I just-
How do you do
Just
it?
keep it. I literally just, after the shower, I put some like detangler stuff so I can get the brush in.
Uh-huh.
Curly hair is interesting sometimes. But anyway, after that, I literally just let it air dry and like put some conditioner in it.
Yeah?
And that's it.
And then
I'm very
you let it
like,
hang.
I just let it do its thing. I embrace my hair texture. And let it do its thing.
You know, I think bangs are going to work for you. If you look at this, look how flat it goes. This is an important one for hairdressers because, once this, you have a look and see how the hair grows. It grows very flat. The most important, it's okay. Don't worry, Liv.
It's like my pet peeve.
What is?
Having hair in my hands and just like I need it clean when I'm cutting or like combing. It's my pet.
Oh, I was on medication.
Just that.
Maybe
That's
you
like
are.
my only
Yeah,
pet
I
peeve.
am on medication. I think you should do it. I think you could do it.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Don't dream it.
Do
Be
it. Be it.
Don't dream it, be it.
Do you push it more this way, more this way? I need the one more than the other.
Neither,
Yeah.
honestly.
Like watching your mouth, and
I
you
mean-
moved your mouth over in a weird way.
I mean, this is like my side of the face where I'm like photographed. Maybe that's like my favorite side. But, like,
Which is your favorite side?
I switch it. I don't
This
have.
side?
Yeah, this side.
Yeah. Are you a model? How's that going?
It's going well.
You have an
Thank you
agency?
for asking.
Yeah.
You're so good. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I'm actually gonna be in Grand Central Station in a couple of days for the holiday season.
What doing?
No, I'm gonna like my photo.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna be fun. That was a big goal of mine.
Was it?
Yeah.
What's it gonna? What
In
kind?
Macy's, also for a makeup.
Macy's.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
Herald Square Macy's. Yeah, it's for a makeup company, Mented Cosmetics. It's a vegan company. It's awesome. Yeah, it's
all
really
all
great.
good for you, isn't
It's
it?
vegan.
Did you get paid?
Great vibes, of course.
Of course. Wow. So when you get your clients out of the backwash, let's get them towel dried. What did we use today?
We use Rogue.
Can you show it to us? Do you want to grab it?
Todd Dowell says, I see her pushing her hair over to the right.
Who said that?
Todd Dowell.
Todd?
Yeah.
Hello,
Our
Todd.
Todd.
Did Todd see the picture of you as Gwen Stefani?
I think so.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're friends on Instagram.
Ooh.
What was that site just called? What was it called? The one?
I don't even know.
Can you not remember?
I don't remember.
The dating
I
site.
forgot.
that
Oh,
loves
Hinge.
Hinge.
Oh, Hinge.
Hinge,
Sorry,
Todd.
Lauren.
Thanks, guys.
Hinge.
That was my cue.
I gave everyone the look.
I shut.
She got on.
Sorry.
You've been
No, your girlfriends are.
unhinged. You've been unhinged. Yeah, looking for love in all the wrong places.
That's me.
Oh my God.
Unhinged.
Don't underestimate the apps.
Don't underestimate the apps.
Yes.
Which is your favorite app?
You know what? If I had to answer that, I would say Tinder. And it's because I actually met my boyfriend of almost 3 years on Tinder.
Yeah?
Almost 3 years. Imagine. It's crazy.
Almost 3
On
years.
Tinder. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? That's what
why
you go
I'm
on it for. You're going in to find,
Yeah, well,
somebody. You know?
Doesn't always happen.
Eventually it sticks. Anyway, back to the Rogue. Rogue.
This is what we used.
Yes, Rogue. That's our non-foam. I love that product.
Vanna.
It smells good. Okay, Lauren. You ready?
I'm ready.
Are you feeling hinged?
I'm very hinged right now.
All right. Are you ready, Cynthia?
I am. Yes,
All right. So.
Annette Massey tuned in and she said, I tune in for Nick's dad jokes.
Nice.
Your dad jokes.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yes. My dad jokes. I got some good dad jokes, but I better be careful. I better be careful. All right, so I'm using my Arrojo comb. This is our white razor comb. Cynthia's got curly hair, but we don't want to dial the curl up, to be honest with you. We want to dial the curl down. I think if she dials the curl up, in other words, if we make it curlier, which we could, I don't think it's gonna have the same kind of feel, and it wasn't in any of the pictures that she's shown us. But she is prepared to lose some length, so we're gonna take some length up. Does that scare you?
No.
You sure? Good, because I really meant here.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I trust you, so.
Famous
can't.
last words. All right. So let's comb this hair nice and taut, and let's position my razor in, and I'll do what we call edge work, putting the edge of the blade into the hair and get to create a pretty clean line. I don't know, is that visible? Can you see that? Mm-hmm. So when we talk about the edge of the blade, we talk about pushing the side edge of the blade kind of at about a 90-degree angle so you can get a clean line. You always want that kind of cleanness. If we thin the hair out and use what we call the flat of the blade at this time, what's going to happen is it's going to get wispy and weak, and maybe even a little bit fuzzy. So because she has curl, you can't overlay her hair, and we're going to work with the hair. That's one of the reasons why I didn't use shampoo or traditional shampoo. We used a cleanser, but I didn't want to use the traditional shampoo because I think that when this kind of hair, if you want natural curly hair to kind of lie better, actually not shampooing it can actually be better. And this hair still feels and smells clean because of the cleanser that was used. But it's not that kind of fresh, fluffy clean. It's more of a kind of languid clean. It's a little bit softer. It's got a little bit more weight to it. So this is quite a simple process right now, because really the excitement's going to come when we get round the front. Because when we get round the front, we're going to get to play and see what we can create or what we can achieve with, you know, kind of the bang ideas that she has. And the two ideas that we saw were slightly different, and she's got to be very cautious of not having something that's going to be overly committal for her look, because she is a professional model and she wants to make sure that, you know, she can still use the existing portfolio, which is tough when you're working with professional models as a hairdresser. I mean, it's okay in the client situation because this is what this is, but when you're looking to be a little bit more creative, you always have to take that into consideration. You feeling okay, Cynthia?
Oh, I'm feeling amazing.
You're not freaking out yet?
No, I'm so ready for this.
Good.
We do have a question.
Great.
Marco Comiso is asking, are you finding more clients are changing their look when the cold weathers comes, or are most staying the same?
Marco, thanks for your email, by the way. I got it. I'll get to respond to that. You should come in and talk to us for sure. In reference to the weather and clients changing their hair, I think that change happens seasonally for sure. So, but, you know, I think that the best time for change really, and the most prominent time for change, is usually springtime, fall time, winter time, because of the environment changes. It's less humid. I think that you do kind of accommodate maybe different product, different ways. Colors tend to get a little bit more, less bright traditionally, a little bit more warmth, a little bit more richness. Of course, as your skin tone typically gets paler through the winter months, and we're talking about New York City, then having a little bit of warmth put into your hair certainly can, enhance your look. I don't think it's a big thing, Marco, but it's definitely something that you should address as a stylist. You want to keep your clients coming back, yeah? The client today is not so loyal, so you want to make sure that you're going to give them a reason for them to have loyalty to you. That is the key. So when you kind of create a path for change, then it actually is better, because then you're building a relationship with a client. And I think somebody else was asking earlier today on our Instagram feed about retention and their first-time client coming back. I think once the client's been back 4 times, they can become a client for life. But it's the first, second, third, and fourth time which is going to try and lock them in. So it is important.
Todd said all his clients are going shorter. He calls it scarf hair.
Scarf hair.
And then Annette says...
I was going to say Scarface.
No, just scarf hair.
Oh,
Scarf hair. Scarf hair.
Scarf hair.
That's so American, scarf hair. But you know what? Todd's Canadian, so he doesn't have the same accent, does he? Well,
Probably why
I don't
you
know.
enunciate.
Every time I mention the word, you feel unhinged. Okay, carry on.
And Annette also said that a lot of people come in right before or after a big breakup.
Before a big breakup?
Yeah, they want to change their look.
Yeah, well, not usually.
Before a breakup?
Before a breakup.
Maybe if they're the one doing the breakup. I don't know.
So if your girlfriend's getting a
three
haircut.
3 years and she's getting a change. 3 years. What's his name? Yaz. Yaz getting it. What's Yaz's hair like?
Oh, he actually has interesting hair. He has a curl, but it's like faded, and it's kind of like. I have to show you a picture. It's hard to explain.
Interesting curly hair.
Yeah, he does.
But just think about that for a second. If you're watching this, talking to your client about a boyfriend, and then all of a sudden interesting hair, now all of a sudden we've managed to talk about somebody else that could become your client. It's kind of like the way you build your business. The good news about hairdressing is there's enough clients for everybody to go around. Clients are not necessarily 100% loyal, which is great. What it means is that if you bring your A game every day, then there's a good chance you can build new business. And every hairdresser in the world needs to build new business. All right, so now you'll see that length. Ooh. There it is. You see it? On the floor.
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Au revoir.
Good amount of length.
So that length's pretty good. You can see we kept it pretty much one length. Now let's come into the sides. So I'll spin round to you, Lauren. A nice wide section so we can really establish. I'm going to comb it over the shoulder so it's going to get a little longer at the front. This is a nice way to create a little bit more of a dramatic kind of change, but because if we comb it over the shoulder, it'll fall just a drop longer. It won't be obvious, but it'll appear longer through the front, which is obviously a little bit more safe, especially when you're dealing with, a professional model with a portfolio and grey hair.
Listen.
Listen, Chew.
Listen, Linda.
Listen, Chew.
Linda.
Who's Linda?
It's like a little viral
Yeah.
video. This little boy, he's like, listen, Linda, no, I want the cupcake. Like, listen. He's trying to explain to this person that he needs to have this cupcake.
You have kids?
No,
No?
I have nieces.
You have nieces.
I'm letting my kid situation do that.
Yeah, that's good. Notice I changed the blade. The blade's flatter. When the blade goes flatter, I get softness. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. Yeah? So what happens is once I establish the line, then the blade gets flatter. All right, Alexandra, come on over here. Let's say hi to Alexandra and the snake tattoo.
The girl with the snake
Yeah.
tattoo.
Look at this. She's got like the lace on the snake.
And it's the vibe.
It's the vibe.
Halloween.
It's
I'm
good.
a
I like
witch
it. It's
all the time.
Yeah. Did you dress up for Halloween?
This is actually I wore this yesterday.
Oh, this is your Halloween outfit?
Yeah.
What was it? It's like a voodoo, what is it, a witch?
I wish I was a witch.
Yeah?
Yeah. My best Halloween costume though, just quickly, was I was a cloud one year.
A cloud?
I sewed like this material and I glued puff balls all over it and it was sheer also.
And that was your favorite one?
A cloud.
You look like a cloud.
That's beautiful.
Well, let's go to the cloud. So, what we're going to do is we're going to tweak it. Yeah? We're going to tweak it. Yeah, bring over your picture. Shows your inspiration. Look at that. Olivia's gone to get the phone. She's good. Your hair's getting
Fast
longer,
cut.
Olivia,
I
though,
know,
isn't
it
it?
is,
You're
right?
liking that? Bye, hair. Okay, so it's kind of like playfulness. Can you see that? What kind of shampoo you think we're going to use today?
Probably gentle.
Gentle. That would be nice. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to tweak her hair and we're going to show you how we're going to make her hair. Because her hair's kind of already like this. It's probably a little thick. Needs a little bit more shape through here. And we're going to kind of show you how we'll cut that. We'll do a combination scissor razor. Let's use a gentle shampoo. Let's get her shampooed and conditioned. We'll see in a second. And I'll get back to Cynthia. And Yaz. Is that his name?
Yes.
Yazaroo. So take really nice healthy sections as you come through, because we want to kind of keep this kind of simplistic to work with her texture. Over the shoulder, back to the edge, using the edge of the blade again initially to get that line in. So the edge of the blade is going right the way in and we're getting a much cleaner line. This point, it's time for me to do a little check. So I come to the front and I can check to see how the length is. And if you comb the hair forward, you're literally looking to see whether, while you got the same amount in each finger, see whether it's the same length. You can comb it forward to have a look, you can hold it down, you can lift it up. As long as it's coming from the same place, then you can check it. It feels pretty good. I'm allowing the hair to dry out just a little because I do want to see how this hair kind of falls and moves. She's kind of more of a wash and wear type client, so you do have to take that into consideration. Although the pictures that she showed me, they weren't really wash and wear. They were more kind of blown out. Yeah? And it's okay even if your client, I always say, listen, you gotta always cut the hair so that if the hair has nothing done to it, it looks amazing. But then if you do want to do something to it, it'll look incredible. Especially with her career, with what she does as a model. She's got to be able to, the hairdresser that works with her, when she's on set, she's not going to get a haircut. Traditionally, models don't get their haircut when they're working, they just get their hair styled. So if it's done really well, then the hairdresser that's styling it has the option to change the look up and make it look fantastic. All right, now I think we kind of finished the length. Now it's time to layer it a little bit. We're gonna layer it a little. We're gonna layer a little from the front and a little from the back. And again, I'm still looking right in here to see what happens. And it's always sometimes good to maybe start a little longer, and you can always push it shorter. She's a little finer here. Everybody is. The nice thing is it sits flat. So let's spin around here and let's put some layers in. Pretty quick. It's gonna be pretty quick. I'm trying to come around this side, Lauren. Nice shoes, by the way, Lauren.
Thanks.
You got some new shoes on today.
I do.
You're so tall today. You're towering. You're like, do you like being tall?
Yeah.
Tall and towering.
Yeah.
Do you feel powerful?
I just like the shoes.
Okay, good.
Pauline Wozni tuned in. She said, good morning.
Well, Pauline, I can't say thanks enough. I heard you had a great happy Monday. A spooky Monday at the Arosio Tribeca. And you did a special Halloween edition. And I heard it was a lot of fun. And I can't thank you enough. And we'll be on stage together on, I believe, December the 10th.
December the 10th.
For our Christmas
Holiday Happy Monday.
Holiday Happy Monday. So we encourage everybody to come and hang out with us. And if you're tuning in, we're going to be doing a men's special soiree before the end of the year, probably in November. So as we kind of embrace that barbering culture, we went to a great show this week on Monday night, the Brooklyn Bowl.
Iconic groomer.
The Iconic Groomer, yeah. It was fun. It was good to see. As we're kind of getting more connected to, we're getting more connected to barbering because we do have a barbering program, and we have a barbering class starting next week in our Tribeca location, and then we have a new Cosmo class starting the week after in our Soho collection, in our Soho location collection. That's the medication. Anything to do with the medication. Oxy something it's called. It's pretty strong stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well.
We got Stro Bogdan tuning in from Romania.
We like I think they maybe before, yeah?
Yeah.
Romania.
Romanian friend.
I like Romania. Have you ever been to Romania?
Totally off.
You totally have?
No, just kidding.
It's official. She's full of guacamole. Oh, yeah,
Guacamole's vegan. Ooh.
Yeah, Mexicano.
Mexicana, ay, ay, ay.
Yes. Carivano.
Oh my god. It looks cool, like slick back like that.
I do style like this.
That's awesome.
That's when that was her cloud. Look. In the cloud.
Pauline said your students were amazing. We had the best time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pauline.
And Todd said congratulations on Intercoiffure.
Thank you, Todd. Yep. I joined into Coiffure, which was a lot of fun. So now I'm part of that club.
Big weeks now.
Big wigs, eh?
Karen Gordon just said good morning. So great seeing you and the team in New York last weekend.
Thanks, Karen. Nice to see you. I know that we'll be with Karen this weekend. When I go to Chicago, we'll get to check out Karen. Looking forward to that. As well as looking forward to going to do some meetings, demonstration with my distributor, Beauty Craft. So right now I'm coming down the hair shaft, and I'm just softly kind of reshaping the layers. And we're doing that like from around the face to begin with, and then we're going to go from the back, and then we're going to have a final look at the old Bangaroonies, or the young Bangaroonies, because she's not that old.
Bangaroonies.
Bangaroonies.
I like that.
You got it. That's what they call them in Australia. Yeah, Bangaroonie, mate. Fantastic.
Hopefully a little cuter than that.
Thanks, Olivia. Any more tattoos for you, Olivia?
Not yet,
Not yet.
but soon. Well, I like tattoos.
You should get a Rojo tattoo done.
Yeah, totally.
So-
That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
Nick's face.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Real diehard
Yeah,
fan
her
here.
back's not big enough for Moonhead. A die-harder. So notice how I'm just letting this hair dry. I'm just trying to look at the texture. I'm looking at the texture of the hair to see what's happening and how the hair's. It's thick. As when you cut the hair shorter, it actually gets thicker. So it kind of gives the illusion of more thickness. I'm using the flat of the blade. I can see that the hair curls a lot more around the hairline. It's curly around the hairline. So try and understand the texture as much as possible. As a curly-haired cutter, I tend not to buy into too much of that freeform stuff. Yeah? I tend to just really still focus so much more just on the shape. It's kind of part of our Arrojo philosophy. And I would anticipate that we're going to be introducing a little bit more curl cutting next year into our educational program for our Advanced Academy. I'm going to comb this hair all the way back. I'm going to layer it a little. I'm going to knock this corner out right here. Comb this hair straight the way back into me, not elevating it out at 90. I'm just knocking off the corner. That's what I call this, knocking off the corner, because if you elevate the hair out, there is a little corner.
Pauline Wozni says, tell us about the Intercoiffure event.
Well, that's a great. Intercoiffure was this past weekend, and in order to join, you have to be interviewed. My good friend Candy Shaw's been, we've been planning this for a while to get connected. I think our industry's changing. There's a lot of autonomy in the hair business, and while autonomy can be great, because the hair business is a young industry, traditionally, I think a lot of young people need a little bit more discipline and structure before they become autonomous. So I joined Intercoiffure so that hopefully I can lend my voice to help and explain the importance of staying connected and really understanding your craft before you run to become independent. There is some real statistics. A lot of hairdressers don't stay hairdressers for life. So I'm kind of, like most of the people, in fact, if not all the people at Intercoiffure, they're hair lifers. Yeah, so we as an industry have to stick together to help develop good business practices for our industry. And that is something that's important to me. So I was interviewed on Saturday, and then I got what they like to call that pinned. You get like a special ceremony where they, kind of celebrate you. And a lot of great hairdressers in New York and from all over the country also joined me on stage. I think it was something like 52 people. Not just salon owners, but manufacturers and school owners. But some great salons and some great hairdressers. Warren Tricomi was one of them. What was the famous colorist? Female colorist in New York. The name will come to me in a few minutes. Beth Minardi was on stage. Tatum Neal, Gerard Scarpacey, people who used to work with me. So a lot of people getting connected, and I think that can only be a good thing. Because when we get connected, we can collaborate, we can connect, and we can share ideas. We also got to witness quite a few different presentations. It's a great networking, socializing event. It's a great drinking event. We got to hang out. We took all of our team leaders there. We had a nice Sunday night gala dinner. It's a little celebration. And it's nice to see that the industry is pretty powerful. Intercoiffure is a global association. It's been around for many, many years. And it's great to get connected into an international global brand. On the Monday, I got to witness Angelo Seminari, who's actually a guest artist for Davinas, and he did a great job, a lot of inspiration. So yeah, it was a great weekend, Pauline. And then Monday night we went to the iconic, what was it called? The iconic groomer. I went to the iconic groomer. On Tuesday I went to the dentist. Today's what day? Wednesday. Thursday. See, I told you the dentist gave me some good medication. So a little bit of layering through here just to free that up. You can see that, just to free that up. And then I'm going to look and see whether I think I can push those bangs a little bit shorter. Dun, 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 dun.
I love the length.
You like the length? Feels good, yeah?
It's great.
Yeah, the nice thing with this length is it's still super long enough to tie back. And it still gives you that kind of feel. It's not overly layered. If you overly layer it, then it's going to get curlier. By layering this hair more, it will create more curl. By keeping it less layered, but with shape, then you'll actually get less curl, which is kind of the idea of what you showed.
Pauline is asking, that sounds great, congratulations. Can anyone go to this event?
Yeah, if you're a salon owner that has employees, yes, you can join. And that's how you can get to be in it. It's not for independent hairdressers. It's for salon owners. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to keep it on the longer side, but I'm going to create a little bit more shortness around here. I don't think she should go all the way up here, because as I'm looking at this hair, my concern, I'm not scared, but my concern is, look, she's already got this. This is a natural hairline, see that? She already got like a little bit. It's kind of cute.
Baby hairs.
So what we'll do is we're going to kind of layer it a little bit more, and we're going to kind of introduce her to it in a different way. I'm not going to go so super short to begin with. Pass me the hydro mist, because this hair's dried out just a little. So with the hair drying out just a little, I can't really razor it. And the hydro mist is our spray conditioner, part of our Arosio product. And let's come in here and let's give her a little bit of like, because she did say, you've got to listen to what your clients say. Yeah? Listen to what your clients say, and you got to be confident enough. If you come across not being confident enough, it's not gonna work. So you got to listen to your clients say, well, push to the side. Yeah. So at that kind of length, you can. This to her is quite a big change. You see that? It's quite a big change. So I think this is the perfect length. A little spritz there, please, young lady. Great. Nice thing about Hydro Mist, it's a lightweight spray conditioner that can reset and refresh the hair. It also imparts quite a bit of shine into the hair.
Smells yummy.
And it smells yummy. It smells like a tofu burger. All right.
I'm a vegetarian too.
Oh, so what's up with all you girls? Are you a vegetarian too?
I don't want to talk about it in the middle of vegetarians.
Are you a vegetarian too?
Okay, no
Lauren?
judgment.
I do keto, so I'm very meaty.
You do what?
I do a lot of meat.
I'm very
Sorry,
meat.
guys.
I'm very meaty. I'm very meaty. Nice to meet you.
Meat and cheese.
Meat and cheese. What do you say? It's keto.
Yeah.
What the heck's keto?
It's a big thing. If you want to Google it. It's a lot. You have to track your macros. Pretty much, you're converting your energy from using carbs as fuel to using fat as fuel. But
Wow.
yeah.
You just lost weight.
Yeah.
You've lost weight, haven't you?
Yeah.
Have you been trying to lose weight keto?
Not really. No.
No?
No.
Wow.
Do you think that what we eat affects the quality of our hair? Is that a strange question?
No, it's not. Diet does affect your hair for sure. Diet affects your hair, stress affects your hair. Those things, but it's not like you can explain Y to X to Y, you know?
Yeah.
They're just like, you know, your hair can be affected by your diet for sure. All right, so just knocking this in. Just blending it down and into, we want to keep the corner. Now we do have to blend it because if we don't blend it, it's going to be like a double. It's going to be like a big lump, and we don't want that big lump, yeah? We want to blend it in.
Hi, Sue No Hair just commented and said.
Oh, hi Insu.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How do you pronounce that? Hi, Insu.
Hi Insu. That's how you pronounce it. Hi Insu. All the way from California.
Yeah.
My boy.
He said.
He's funny.
Cutting. He has something deep to say.
Everything he says is deep. Let's get deep, Insu.
Cutting hair has an important place in emotional change. It is proof that humans are capable of working magic. Nick is a true rainmaker. Thanks for the inspiration.
Just started raining. Thank you, Insu. He's a great hairdresser. California, and he's very creative. He's fantastic. Insu. Still breathing?
I'm alive.
I'm alive.
And Karen Gordon also commented and said, if someone wants to join, you can contact me and I can make sure you get an application for Intercoiffure.
There you go. Because Karen is on the board of directors. Yes, so Karen was here for the weekend on the board, baby. Right, scissor time. Let's have a quick look with the scissors and then we're going to go on to Alexandra. Is that right? Yeah, Alexandra. Another tofu burger. Do you like tofu?
I actually don't like tofu.
Ah, you see. You don't?
No.
Why not?
It's high in estrogen. It's like not great for your hormone balance, so I don't do that. It's a whole
She's
thing.
educated.
Yeah, you have to be about what you eat. Are you kidding? And where it comes from.
What about Three Musketeers?
No, it has milk.
You don't like milk?
She's vegan.
Not cow milk. I do have milk, but just not cow milk.
What kind of milk?
Any kind of
Almond milk.
cashew situation, oat milk.
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite.
Everyone's obsessed with it here.
It's horrible.
It's pretty.
And you don't like it?
It's the best one for
So good.
compared to almond milk, I think.
Yeah.
What is?
I think oat milk.
Oat milk?
Yeah.
And if you like something really sweet, macadamia milk is like macadamia nut. It's like so good. It is actually. It's sweeter. I don't really drink that much milk, to be honest. But if I do, like
She only has macadamia. I'm macadamia. Macadamia milk.
Dad joke.
that joke.
Not you, Olivia. I like real milk.
Like
Real milk.
from the
Straight
udder.
from the cow's thing.
Udder.
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 Udder. Get down there on the udder. So we're just lifting out and just doing a little bit of sealing. And you can see what's happening, but I think what we'll do is we will blow dry this out. I think we'll take it through, we'll go through a little less and we can see what we've got. But I think it would be nice to see this blown out. Now, if we are going to style this, what should we use?
Flat brush? You're gonna dry cut, right?
I'm not going to dry cut unless I have to. But what do you think we should do?
product-wise.
Yes.
Sorry, I haven't done this in a while.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Yeah, so pretty, let's do definitely defrizz serum and
Frizz serum.
defrizz serum.
Defrizz serum. Yeah, that's how they say it in Mexico. Fizz. I like a bit fizz.
Maybe a little bit of pearl definer.
Curl definer.
I
That's...
don't know, this is,
Why
I
would
like
you
curl
use the
definer.
curl definer?
It's very light, and I use it as a blow dryer. I also use Elixir as a blow dry balm, and Structure is also great for blow drying. But I use those products just to kind of really calm the frizz, slick it down. It has a lot of hold, or Structure has hold. Curl Definer has a lot of hold too. Fights humidity, so it helps the blowout last.
Helps the blowout last. I think the idea of Curl Definer would be really good. Do you want to show it to the camera? And I think show the defrizz serum too. So the defrizz serum is a high-grade silicone that's going to really put a lot of slip into the hair. And then the Curl Definer is a great product because it's like a liquidy gel, so it will give the hair definition, but when you use a brush, it kind of gives it a little bit more of a sleeker sheen, doesn't it? It kind of goes both ways.
Beverly Dratch just commented and said, every working hairdresser should take an Rojo cutting class. It will definitely keep you inspired. Bev from North Carolina.
Thanks, Bev from North Carolina. Well, look out for the schedule. There's going to be a lot of changes in our education next year. Yep, we've really kind of pioneered this education brand, and the last 5 years, you know, with the power of the internet, a lot of other individuals have done that too, which has been exciting. So the water, or the landscape, has become very busy with so much variation. I think one of the things that we try to bring is a great consistency to our education, and we're not just, as a business and a brand, we're not just giving one type of education. We have over 25 different types of class. And I think you're going to see, as we start to put together our new concepts for 2019, I think there's going to be some innovation with our education. And that's something that, you know, you could definitely connect through. How do we connect, Lauren?
Through Rojo Social, our app.
Our Rojo Social, which is our interactive app, which is also going to go through a lot of it's going to go through a lot of changes, because we're going to really start to focus so much more digitally in 2019. I think we did it. What do you think, Bombshell?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think this piece here is like a great start point. You can work on that. We can see how that works. So we rinse the hair. To cleanse it, we just used a little bit of our roe. You can see how much your hair expands. Look, our hair changed. A little bit of light layering is just going to enable, and if you overlay it, you're going to get more of a rounded shape, and I don't want a rounded shape. I wanted this hair to drop a little. Now it's time for us to prep the hair to blow dry. So let me put in the product so everyone can see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of Hydro Mist initially. You can take that off. I'm going to use a little bit of Hydro Mist. This is kind of has like a little Mexican feel, doesn't it?
It does.
A little Spanish Lolita.
Exactly. That was the direction.
You did a good job. We got the witch over here, and we got the Spanish Lolita over here. Nice, pretty hair.
Gracias.
So a little Hydro Mist. Here's the nice thing, just hold that. Just so that you can see. Yeah, no, you can see, like, so even when she pulls her hair back now, she's got like a little bit of
That's what I wanted.
a little bit of something around the face, as opposed to it just being all one length. So a little Hydro Mist preps the hair. Then I'm going to put in some defrizz serum. So I'll show you this product here. We're going to take about, I don't know, can you see, Lauren?
Yeah.
Take about the size of like a quarter. Thank you. Rub it in the hands. Always show your clients. Do it in front of your clients so your client can see. This product's $20. So it's always important as well to tell your clients the cost of products as you use them. That gets them prepared for an investment. If they want to invest, it's up to them. Yeah, but if you don't tell them how much it's going to be, they may not feel like they want to ask. Because sometimes asking is kind of like exposing. So, you know, they might think, oh God, what if it comes back and it's $40? And I might feel like I don't want to even know because it might be too expensive. Because product prices have increased over the years. There are products that kind of use the tag luxury, which means that they're more expensive. And so I think it's important to talk about the products, and it's not necessarily the price of the product that tells you how great the product is. Trust me, I've been developing my own products for 10 years. So this one's called Curl Definer. You can see it's a liquidy gel. So again, I'm going to use about the same, and that's going to give it a little bit more hold. The defrizz serum, this product here, has 0 hold. The Curl Definer has a little bit of hold. It also fights humidity. So the good thing about that is, if she's wearing it curly, it's not going to get curlier. And if we use it as a blowout gel, which is what we're doing now, use it as a blowout gel. Now, we don't want to make the hair poker straight. I want it to have like a bit of a twist.
Oh,
I don't want it to be smooth and flat.
It's my favorite blow dryer.
All right. It's your favorite blow dry?
My favorite blow dryer.
So what kind of brush are you going to use for that?
Flat brush.
Why a flat brush?
Flat brush creates more of a flatter wave. So instead of having it more fuller and wider, it kind of flattens it out and makes it more like a beach wave.
Show us how you do that with the brush. Just show the action. How's it going to be? Just if you was to create like a bit of a wave, let's say, so you get it flat at the root.
Exactly, yeah. So for her hair, I'd probably just start off by flatten this out. You really want, the style is more so straight, and then you have your waves more towards her cheekbone.
So you twist the brush. Show us that again.
Twist it.
Show us the brush. You
Get
blow
it in,
flat.
and then you just twist this way, and then you blow dry flat, twist, flat.
And the nice thing is those bristles lock in.
Yeah, there's a lot of tension.
Now that brush, we don't even have it in stock, do we?
You don't?
No, because we sold out, because we've sold so many. But it is on order, and that's the Erosio flat paddle.
Erosio flat
It's a
paddle.
brilliant brush. Okay, Bombshell. We're going to send you over there. Is that good? You got everything you need?
I have everything I need.
Come on over here, young lady. We'll take over Alexandra, and we're going to tweak Alexandra's hair. And sometimes it's good to see, you don't have to always do like a massive overhaul. Sometimes just a refinement is key. Sometimes it's harder to cut off a little than it is to cut off a lot. So I've not cut your hair before, so let's have a look. One of the things that we noticed is the hairline grows in. She kind of likes a little fringiness. So when the hairline grows in and you want to push the hair this way, you don't cut from the outside in, you cut from the inside out. Also, when I'm looking at the hair, and the hair looks nice. It looks like it's a pretty nice, you know. She wears it well because she's got a great look, okay? So now we're going to see if we can refine it and tweak it and make it even better. So I take my section down the center. It looks, there's like a little bit of weight right there. You see that? I don't know if you can see that weight. So that's an area for me to look at. I'm going to go in with my scissors. These are the Erosio 5.0, made by BMAC. I'm going to section the hair straight the way down the center. I'm going to section the hair out, comb it to either side. I've changed my comb. This is a classic Erosio cutting comb with a scissor. The other comb that I was using is what I called my razor comb. The occipital bone is right here. The head's just slightly tucked in. So I'm going to take that section, keep everything nice and clean so that you can stay mapped out completely. So really what we're going to look for here is the guide. And you'll see it's shorter, maybe a little shorter here and a little longer. So you see we're going to refine that. Because really it should kind of be a little bit more consistent. I don't know if you can see the angle, Lauren.
Yep.
Should be a little bit more consistent. Right now it kind of bevels out. Shorter and then longer. She wears it well, her texture's good, so she can get away with that, but ultimately speaking, not everybody can. If her texture wasn't as good, and if she didn't look as good, then maybe the whole thing wouldn't look so great. Here's the key, sometimes good-looking people can make any hairdresser look great. Because, you know, they've got easy hair or good hair or they got a good look. So now I'm gonna comb this hair straight out. I'm gonna comb it in towards me. And I'm actually gonna cut it quite clean. I'm gonna strengthen it because I'm gonna soften it out later. But right now I'm gonna work on creating more of a structured cut. Just to refine the hair. So this section is on her right-hand side. And now I'm gonna take a section on her left-hand side and I'm gonna comb the hair in again. So then I've got a section on either side which forms the guide and the basis for the rest of the shape through the back. I'm going to be combing everything in, so if it is shorter, it'll be slightly shorter through the center channel. Remember, it's a tweak, not an overhaul. All the way in. It's just your thumb that does the movement. As a stylist, just your thumb that does the movement. And your thumb doesn't even have to go in the hole.
Got some viewers tuning in. Maria Mija says, good morning from the Bay Area.
I like the Bay Area.
David Bray says, good morning, Nick and Lauren.
Hello, David Bray. I hope you're doing well.
And Rose Vienna says, you have the best product.
Thank you, Rose. So now combing that hair in. Taking that hair and just following that section. Fine teeth of the comb. Comb it with the wide teeth so you get the hair to live a little. My sections are ever so slightly diagonal. Slowly rotating. So we start off vertical and then my sections will just rotate marginally. I'm not pulling the hair all the way into the center, but I am pulling it back and in. Remember, in the consultation, which if you want to see was at the very beginning, it'll be on a different cut on my Facebook Live. We filmed it before we started this on Facebook Live. If you want to see the consultation, you'll see that she likes a little bit of softness peeking out. So when she's looking face on, I think the word she used was butch, if I remember rightly. Was that correct?
Butch or I like the energy from the pieces in the back. I've had it tighter before, and I've had it a little bit more like masculine.
More masculine and
right,
tighter.
A little bit butcher before, but now I really am enjoying the softness, the flow.
She's going through a girly phase. She's so feminine and pretty.
So fun, so
good. Now let's just have a look here. It's a little long. I'm going to comb that straight down. Take that hair and let's nibble that away. Just tighten up that. Just a smidging. So that's one side kind of done. And now what we'll do is I'm going to come and I'll do this side. I'll spin around so you can see.
Got a good morning from Robin Frank Yancey from Rochester, New York.
Good morning. Rochester. Fine teeth of the comb. Combing the hair in and down. Down. Straight section. Fine teeth.
Ryan Waldron just commented and said, Nick, can you give a shout out to Riley, one of our new talents? She's eager to learn the Erosia way.
What up, Riley? Is that a shout out?
Yeah.
Was that a shout out? That's a good shout out.
Shout out I've ever heard.
We can't wait to see you, Riley. Combing the hair back and in, look for the guide. Combing the hair back and in, work as clean as possible. Yeah, be very meticulous with your work. Not slow, but meticulous. In the salon, we cut hair on the 45. And we think that that's a good amount of time for you to book your clients. 45 minutes. It means you can typically do 10 clients in a day. So I like to comb the hair from side to side with the wide teeth of the comb so I can see exactly how the hair's lying. Final section right here. Fine teeth. Don't pull too much because the skin will come with you. So you want to get kind of even tension. And just like we did on the opposite side, I'm going to comb this back. I'm just going to piece in. Down, around. The combs are available, the scissors are available, the brushes, the blow dryers. Everything's available on our pro site. It's our professional product site. It's called erosiopro.com. It's for all our tools and equipment. A look in here, it looks a little bit bulky, just in here. So I'm just gonna piece in. I'm not gonna focus too much on detail. I'm gonna focus more on general shape. Detail comes more towards the end. So now I feel good about that. I can just check in and feel balance-wise if we're about the same, and it feels pretty good. And it's a little shorter now in the center. Move into a little bit of length through the edges. So that length through the edges will give it that fringy, more feminine feel. Now let's have a look and see this section. Remember I said I think there might be a little bit too much weight. So again, it's all about sectioning, and this is our classic cutting. So I'm going to now take a panel here, and I call this a panel because I'm kind of breaking the cut up into panels. So this is the next zone that I'm going to work on. And I'll do the same on this side, and it's to the top back of the ear from just below the crown. So it's that zone. So I've got a zone here and a zone here. Seeing as I'm here, I'm going to carry on. Let's comb that hair back and in. And let's see, you can see the line comes up. You can see that we just add a little bit more strength to the line. Section. Coming through. Just keeping a little bit more structure into the cut. Keep your sections nice and clean so you can stay well mapped out throughout the shape. Always want to be able to comb right from the scalp. You can see right here we're over directing this hair back, and we're cutting down and in. Comb after each section. Follow that through. A little bit coming out right here. Fine teeth of the comb gives you even tension, and just collapse that hair in. You'll see as you go through the cut, you'll see what the shape was before. So you can see right here a little bit more coming out. Just a little. So again, that was that little bit more weight that I felt was just hanging around the occipital bone. When you are kind of refining your client's look, it's important that, hey, if you find areas that are too long, be conscious. Yeah, when you put lines into hair, don't just follow the lines blindly. You got to remember what your desired look is. Never cut a hair before, so I have no idea what the conditions of the shape is. All I do know is I get one chance to impress, one chance to make the haircut look and feel better than it's ever looked and felt. If I do that part of the job well, then that is a minimum expectation. If I do the other part of the job well, the connection, the communication, the actual service piece, if I make it special, then there's a really good chance I'm going to build my confidence and loyalty with my client. So I feel good about that. Now we'll spin her all the way around. And we're going to repeat exactly the same on this side. So there's the original section, the panel. We finished here, so the panel's here. It's going to carry on through that zone. Fine teeth, straight back, looking for your guide. Boom, you're in. Section, yep, keep it nice and clean. Comb right in. Back. There's your guide. There's your guide. So once you start moving methodically, you can move relatively quickly through the shape to make sure that you've got the right tweak and the right refinement in the shape. Now she does have a little bit of curl to her hair, which is very pretty. It's that little bit of movement. On short hair like that, the movement can hide a multitude of sins. But your client will always know whether it's been cut professionally and properly. She'll appreciate the difference, because when it's cut professionally and properly, what happens is the haircut lasts. When the haircut lasts, it's because you put in a great foundation. And that's really what it's all about. I had one of my clients come in yesterday, a great guy, and he mentioned exactly the same. He said, I got my hair cut. If it's cut well, I notice it in 3 weeks. It's not like when I leave when I notice it. It's 3 weeks in. It's nice when it looks good when I leave. That's what I needed to do, but I also want it to look good 3 weeks in. So that's all to do with your precision and your technical skill. And that's why classic hair cutting is a massive piece of what my philosophy in business is.
Jeremy Hickson has a question. He says, "Good morning, New York.
Morning, Jeremy.
Are your scissors size 5.0 or 5.5?
These are 5.0 offset handle. I also have a 5.5 in right now, and we have 6-inch shears on their way also. So we like different sizes for different things. For precision-based hair cutting, you really need small scissors. Of course, depending on the size of your hand. Yeah, but I think 5-inch is what we give we give 5-inch scissors to our students. It's a smaller, easier to manage size, and I think these are beautiful scissors. Right, now let's just get in. And all of our scissors are available where, Lauren?
LojoPro.com.
LojoPro.com.
Eleanor Bazile says, "Hi from Australia. Enjoy watching your cutting."
Well, thank you, Eleanor. Nice to tune in from Australia. We like Australia. I've been a few times to the hair show there. Maybe again, you want to go to Australia, Lauren? You'd like it.
Yeah.
Where's Gwen Stefani from? She's not Australian, is she?
I don't think so.
She American? I think she's American.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't remember where she's
Me
from.
either.
Doesn't she seem like she's from the South? Or is that...
She does seem like she's from like North Carolina or
Yeah.
South Carolina or something like that, yeah.
But I was talking to Lauren. She had this amazing cowgirl outfit on. It was just so brilliant. It's on her Instagram, and she looked so good. And I was just saying that every year she should be Gwen, but a different form of Gwen. Because every form is good.
Cowboy Gwen.
Yeah.
Cowgirl
That's
Gwen.
next year. Jen McGrady is tuning in, and she said, "Good morning, Nick. What do you use product-wise for slip while doing a cut?"
Oh, I use this product here. It's called Hydro Mist. It's an amazing product. It smooths, softens, conditions. It's $20. This is what we use, and it's 8.5 ounces. You can never spray too much in the hair. It's my spray conditioner. It's my working, resetting, refreshing conditioner.
And then we have a few more questions on the shears. What is the price point, and are they lefty?
We do have lefty in stock, and price point at present is $335. But because of the tariffs, the Japanese steel's going up. They're made in Japan. BMAX shears are brilliant scissors made in Japan. We sell them, we make them. They're specially made for Orojo. You can see right here, they're Orojo branded scissor. Love the scissor. Completely flat. I give this to my students. I kind of worked with BMAC to design these for the students, customize them so there was no screw. So when they're cutting lines, they're a really nice scissor, and you've no screw, no thumb screw to, no tightener here to impede. And that was the key for me.
Jen is asking, do you have any issue with weight in the hair after using the Hydro Mist?
None at all. I could put the entire bottle of Hydro Mist in the hair and it wouldn't feel like it was oily or greasy or too heavy. So I worked all the way from the back, done nothing at the front, just worked all the way from the back. Just let me have a look right here. That's good. Watch the skin. So you don't want to pull it too much, see? Mm-hmm. Even tension. Now this is hair's not needed here. Nice eyebrows.
Nice and thick.
This hair's not needed here. So let me show you. We'll just come around there. Let me show you how to take this out. Not needed because it'll create a little bit more space. And I'm working below the round of the head, which is nice. It means that I can keep the length around the front. Anytime I lift the hair away, creates softness. So I'm just scooping that out. Forward, 2 sections, scooping that out.
We're going international today. We have Luis from Peru.
Oh, we do get a lot of Peruvians online, which is good.
He said, is this a pixie cut?
Well, I think when it's a shortcut, yes, you can definitely call it a pixie. But there's like there's 5 different ways you can approach this cut. I'm just showing you one way. Yeah, the reason why I'm showing you this way is I want to keep as much length through the top. I wanted to create softness, and I wanted to create as much weight through the top as possible. Section that out. So again, we're at the rounds of the head. So recap, panel from the occipital bow down, working from the center back. Then we took another panel from the center back, and now we're working through the sides, from the back to the front. So we'll comb that hair out, have a little look, fine teeth of the comb, nice clean cutting. Section after section, work it through. You can see your guide right there. All of these types of cuts, if you want to study, you can always check out my Orojo subscription, where people subscribe for my education online. $30 a month, very affordable way to learn. 2019, we're going to be launching some new online education. So be ready to check that out. And stay connected with us on orojosocial.com.
Come chat with me on there. Debbie Ingalls is asking who sharpens your shears.
We send them always, this is a great question, Debbie. Send your scissors always to the manufacturer for sharpening. If you send them to somebody else, there's a good chance they will ruin your scissor. Sharpening scissors is something that we should all be able to do, but if you send them to the wrong sharpener, they can ruin the blades. So the best place to sharpen your scissor is with the manufacturer. And when you buy BMX shears, you can find out from us where to send them. They're about $35. You send them off, get them sharpened, and then you're back in business.
How often do you have to sharpen your shears?
I don't like to sharpen mine any more than once a year, if that. Okay, now I'm going to come through the front again. I move around the chair. In the front. Remember this stuff here, we're just going to scoop that out. And then we're going to start to play with the top. When you lift, you create softness. We're not trying to create, we still want all that movement and softness, but I'm just trying to create a little bit more structure and shape for Alexandra here. There you go. Now we'll spin around and have a look in the mirror. So you can see she's still got the feel of hair around the edges. And now the only area that we've not cut is the area on the top. Now you'll check your balance to make sure you're balanced. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to lift the back. The first section is the section we've already cut. We're going to lift it straight up. I'm not going to connect it into the sides, but I'm going to lift this straight up and just refine. And then I'm going to start to lift this all the way to the front. So now your next section. Keep it nice and clean. And you'll see there's quite a bit to come out there. So what we're going to do is we're going to comb it back so as not to cut it too short. And I'm not going to connect it into the sides because I do want a little bit of freedom. So in other words, if I was going to connect it into the sides initially, I would be coming through like this. I'm going to keep that corner. I'm going to keep it for now, but I know it's there. Again, that comes down towards how do we work with this hair as it dries. She has a lot of hair. So you'll see right here. And if anything, it was probably a little too heavy in the wrong places. So we're trying to get that perfectly correct with the shape today. Now when I go into the outsides of my fingers, it's for comfort. Pretty warm in here, Lauren, today.
It is.
Or is it just me?
It's sunny out there.
Sunny, the
Sun
glass is shining,
through.
the heat's probably on, and I just heard the air kick in.
Ask and you shall receive.
Ask and you shall receive. So look at this in the mirror. Can you see in the mirror? See how you want to keep it so you're completely flat, horizontal. Yeah? Elevate the hair up. Sides of the fingers, elevate the hair up, nice and flat. Work all the way across, work into the front. Hair forward, comb this hair backwards. The hair was shampooed with our gentle shampoo, which contains avocado. So it's a great ingredient for putting moisture into the hair. She's got this beautiful kind of soft tone. I think we have to arrange color. I mean, I kind of like the rooty feel,
Right.
but
At a certain point, it has to go, you know, touch up. But
Yeah.
I like the regrowth a little bit, but
Looks good, doesn't it?
it's kind of fun. Would you say I have very fine hair, but there's a lot of it?
Yeah,
right?
you have a lot of fine hair. Did you make her look great? Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
you
Look, she's dancing.
Look at her go.
Whoa.
Wow.
That new haircut feeling.
that new haircut feeling. Good job, Olivia. All right, let's comb that out. Might need a little spritz in there. Feel that little, it needs just a little bit of slip. No, let's get some hydro. It's right there. Put some hydro mist in. Just a little. Great, that's just gonna add a little bit more slip and slide.
Look at her go.
Just check yourself.
We didn't even see what you're wearing yet today, Laura.
Not yet. Coming soon. We forgot last week too
We did?
with Kevin.
Oh, Kevin
We were
forgot.
gonna show. I forgot.
Grab the camera, show Lauren to everybody, please. Lauren's outfit today. You can show them shoes. Look, she's got the shoes. And
Oh, it's like
you
in
got-
the sunlight.
You got your blonde hair too,
Got
haven't
my
you?
new haircut, courtesy of Olivia.
Blonde.
Thank you, thank you.
It's a nice punchy blonde.
And color by Seema, who I
Color
keep
by
getting.
Seema.
I'm getting like the most compliments I've ever gotten
Really?
since.
Yeah,
on
it's
my
so
color.
clean.
And where does Seema work?
She works at Soho.
Seema, where's she from? That's an interesting name.
Yeah. Seema, where is she from?
Simba. Seema, she's Persian.
Persian.
Come on. Talk to the woman. She's Persian. She's got a nice hair color. You don't even know where she's from.
I don't know.
That's a beautiful name.
But yeah, she's the best. Double process queen.
She's a queen.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Persian queen.
She's a Persian.
Straight up, just clean that hair up. Okay, so now let's comb this hair forward. Let's have a look and see. Remember we didn't connect it in. So I'll spin it this way. Remember we didn't connect it in. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift and we're gonna look and see. There's the corner, there's the disconnection. Can you see that, Lauren?
Coming
In the
closer.
camera.
Yes.
See it right there? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna point cut it. I'm gonna point cut it. What product do you think we should be using here?
Are we flattening it? Or?
No, I'm gonna mess it up.
Baba boom.
There you go.
Sorry, I was in my thinking phase.
I could see.
How about some fiber?
I think fiber is a great Orojo product, but I think it's gonna give it too much structure. She has a lot of hair. I think maybe a little healing oil.
Healing oil?
Yeah, I think it might just add a little bit to the hair as we work it through. Whenever you have your hair pre-lightened like this, it really can puff up the cuticle. And we want to show you the style. I'm gonna need the flat brush too. Let's come through this side.
She having a photo shoot?
She's doing a phone photo. You just keep photographing yourself over there, Mrs.
So cute.
Vegan love. Here's the disconnection again here. In the corner. So that's the side and that's the top. So what we're gonna do is I'll take the section a little skinnier and I'm gonna lift it. I'm gonna point cut to soften that and give it a better blend. Same here. So don't forget, we have some classes coming up. This weekend I have a Razor Advanced class. We also have a Retail Success class. Next weekend we have American Wave. If you're interested in ABAR education, you can check us out. You can contact Donna at arojonyc.com. It's not too late for a little education before the end of the year.
It's our last American Wave certification of the year.
That's what you think.
Oh. Oh.
We might be doing one.
Pop-up-
I hope we're
pop-up
going to do
classes.
one in Ohio, and I hope we're going to do one in Atlanta.
Ooh.
I got to pick up the pieces. You know, I think once I did the Birmingham show and I went off to London, kind of like it created a bit of a time warp for me, and I came back and it was into coiffure.
Yeah.
I've been on the go, man.
Always on the go.
Always on the go. You want to bring me over a dryer, please? There it is. Ah. Ta-da. Spin to me. Right, let's have a look here. Take that section. Let's comb this hair straight down. And let's just give it a little refining.
Audra Malinara says, I love watching your hand control when cutting.
Oh, well, thank you. You notice what happens is I use this finger to rest the blade. So it keeps me nice and steady. Even when I'm on my oxy.
Danielle Peach Hardy says, one of my team members will be taking the retail success class this weekend. Everyone should take it no matter how long they've been doing hair.
I think it's a good idea. Kevin's teaching the class. Kevin's a great hairdresser. He works here in our Brooklyn location. And Danielle, are you doing? I believe you're doing Happy Mondays with us, Danielle, in Christmas. Just confirm that for me if you can.
Oh, there was a Daniela here.
Jackie is asking if there are any classes in Vegas in the new year.
There will be. There definitely will be. But our education calendar will come out within the next 2 weeks. It'll be out before. It'll definitely be out before the Thanksgiving, because we usually do a special Cyber Monday sale on education. So look out for that, everybody.
Danielle said she is doing Happy Mondays. She's so excited, and she might have a male model.
Oh, we like a male model.
And Audra is calling Alexandra Paris Parker.
Oh. Who's Paris Parker?
Isn't that Michael Jackson's
Yeah.
daughter?
Who?
Michael Jackson's daughter.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
That's pretty cute. All right, so let's just do a little hairline work. So you see here, the hair grows in. I'm going to tighten it up. Take that away. This is hair that she doesn't really need. It's a little bit of, I like to call this neck fur.
My neck fuzz.
Yeah. So I don't like to kind of get the trimmers and take all that out if I don't need to. But I'm just gonna tighten that up. Just with the scissor. Yeah, it doesn't need to be like so sharp, but it needs to be shorter. You need to make it balanced. There you go. So you see what happens is once that's taken away, that sits in a little bit nicer. Let's do exactly the same on this side, and then we're going to blow dry. So again, right here. See if you push that in, you see you got this. I'm going to take that. Now because the hair grows, got to get right in. Let's take that out. Work cleanly so you can eliminate all the way in. You can even just tighten this there. When I put my hand here, I'm tightening the neck, I'm tightening the skin. My blades are not on the skin. They're like 2 millimeters above the skin. So I'm just floating over the top surface. And that just creates a little bit more softness for me.
Oh, Paris Parker, the salon. My bad.
Uh-huh.
From Louisiana.
Whoops. That's where Tatum's family is.
Well,
Lauren.
it wasn't clear in the comments.
Lauren.
Come on.
Lauren. Lauren, what are you doing, Lauren? Take that?
Yeah, I'm spacey today too.
Well, you're not having any of my pain medication. So now just a little refinement, and then it's going to be time for the red wall. And you know what happens at the red wall? That's our finishing look, isn't it? So we're going to get a little bit of healing oil right here. You'll see how the hair kind of thickens up
Yeah.
as it dries. And I'm just going to point, I'm just pointing in just to soften it out. Just a little. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel like a newborn baby.
Can you see if you can get one online? I think they sell them on Amazon. I feel like a newborn baby in my belly.
It's so weird. I haven't even touched my hair yet, but it does. I can already feel that it's lighter all over.
You don't mind, babe? She kicked me. Lauren,
That's what they're used for.
she just kicked me.
Oh no.
All right.
Sorry, show my aggression.
You like a little aggression. I'm going to keep the cape on for a second because she's covered in hair. Hello, Katie. Did you go out last night, Katie?
No.
Come say hi to everybody.
I saw Lauren on a float at the Halloween parade.
Did you?
That's
That
hilarious.
girl looked just like
Actually, I
me.
didn't, but it looked exactly like her. I'll have to show you.
Yeah.
She was in a little cat outfit,
Cat outfit.
So
dancing and dancing.
it's on brand for me.
So first client here in Brooklyn today is at noon. It's 11:30. You have a flat brush too, yeah? Hold that. Let's just do mine, Lucy. A little of this healing oil. This is a brilliant product. This is a glossing shine spray. It's a blow dry speeder upper. It's a heat protector. It's going to add a little bit more slip and softness into the hair. See how light it is? It just floats into the sky.
Like a cloud.
Like a cloud. Fluffy cloud.
I will always be the cloud.
And now we're going to blow dry that in. I'm actually going to use a brush right at the front just to get a bit of smoothness. Now we can take the cape off. Give us a little bit more polish around the front. You see just a little bit more polish in the hair. Again, this is a brilliant brush. The rose gel flat round paddle. Has heat protection, has slip, shine. It'll help to compress the cuticles so it'll make the hair a little smoother, a little flatter. I want it to be flat and boring. I want to get a little bit more polish in the hair, especially around the front. So Gotta use your hands. Your hands are really important. Uh-oh. That's why I went my dryer on this side. We got it, we got it, we got it. So you can see how now when you start to work that through, you get a little bit more polish in the hair, then you can mess it up even more. High speed's good. These clips are great for blow drying. Again, available on the Rojo Pro. What else have we got? We've got Happy Mondays coming up on the 10th. We have a special barbering program coming up. We don't have a date for it yet, but probably it's going to be announced today or tomorrow. Okay. I'm going to be at Visions in Wellington, Florida. Come by and see us. Come Monticello Salon. Visions Hair Color Group. Celebrating 30 years.
And we have American Wave in New Hampshire this weekend.
Sorry?
We have American Wave in New Hampshire.
American Wave where?
In New Hampshire.
Oh
this
yeah,
weekend.
New Hampshire this weekend. My God, that's so much going on. And I gotta find out when we're gonna do the one in Atlanta and the one in Ohio, because we had a lot of interest at the two premiere shows. So you can see once you've smoothed the hair out, you see it just gives you a bit of a better texture, but still gives it that messy looseness. Now we've got a couple of other great products that I think we could put into the hair. What else do you think we should use?
Dry shampoo.
Dry shampoo, dry conditioner. Yeah, let's layer it up. Let's layer up. So what's the difference between the dry shampoo and the dry conditioner?
Dry shampoo gives it a lot of texture. It's kind of our texture spray that we like to use. And the dry conditioner gives it a lot of softness.
So we can add a little bit of structure and texture in with dry shampoo first, because the hair's still very soft and floppy. So watch this change the hair. If you've never tried this product before, it's $29. It's going up to $30 in the new year. It's a brilliant texture spray. It's going to put more hair in the hair. Actually makes the hair feel thicker, feel fuller. It doesn't dull the hair, but you can see how for styling, so like in here, you want to get a little bit more of that play. Completely clear. So you can see how it just gives it that little bit more kind of grip. Don't be scared of the hair. Yeah, when you're playing with hair, don't be scared of it. Really be prepared to push it around. Yeah, let your hands do the talking, or your fingers do the walking, and you can let your eyes see what you like and what you don't like. Short little bursts. You're sure you can see this product change the hair, because before the hair couldn't do this. Couldn't do this kind of like wild, messy, mushy, punky look. Even in the back, it didn't get kind of like that same feel through the back. So products are really super, super important. And clients, they don't know. So if you don't show them, they're never gonna know what to use, ever. Now this product here is thicken this hair right up. It's kind of put bulk back in. This product here is called dry conditioner. This is a softener, not a shine spray. So it's not gonna add shine or gloss, but it's gonna soften and silken. And then we're almost ready to take them to the red wall. This is a red wall, Keith. Keith, did you go to the baseball game or something?
I did watch it in Boston, so
Yeah?
I was quite happy.
And did they win?
We did. We won the World Series.
Are you a Boston fan?
I absolutely.
Yeah. Now, who else from the world was playing?
Yeah, I know. It's not like your World Cup.
Yeah, who else from the world was playing? You know, I'm just, just trying to bring some attention to that. Was there like teams from another country?
No.
No?
The two
But it's
Canadian
called the world.
The two Canadian teams did not make it.
Oh, the two Canadian teams did not make it. So it's the World Series with only American teams and North Canadian, North Canada, North America. There's room for improvement, says Keith. Where's the fashion shoot model?
She.
Come over here, fashion shoot model. What are you doing over there?
Just a nice little like sun
Yeah.
in my back. And
It's
it's
nice.
toasty.
You're getting brown.
I am
Bronzed.
getting toasted.
Toasty. How do you feel about your hair? Yeah?
Has a nice movement. It looks healthy. I love the line.
Stop looking at yourself.
Look at their hair.
Uh-huh.
That's the star of the show.
Start of the show. That's good, nice blowout. You had a good blowout, didn't you?
Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna go right over to the red wall. Let's
red
go
wall
over to the
time.
red wall and say goodbye. Let's style them up right here. Two models are double headed. Stand right here, gorgeous. Snake skin.
Snake skin. Skin deal. Skin deal, yeah. Skin deal. Where do you come up with these?
Where do we? I don't know what we do. We don't know where we.
What'd you have this morning?
I had Oxy something from the dentist. Yeah.
Your teeth removed? What happened?
I had a root canal.
Oh, those are fun. I guess I don't even know really what that is.
You're
but
too young.
It doesn't sound good.
Don't worry.
It sounds so invasive.
They drill the whole center of your tooth out.
Oh yeah, they do.
Money. That's what they do. Once they've drilled the center of your tooth out, then they put you on hardcore medication.
Happy healing.
Yeah, and then you like your tooth has no feel. Yeah? It's not good, is it? That was pretty good. Nice little combo today, wasn't it, Laura? What do you
Yep,
think?
everyone's loving it.
Yeah,
Debbie
we-
says beautiful. Louis says
Yeah.
good job.
So have a look. We got the blonde bombshell, and we got the sexy Mexi.
That was her AOL screen name.
Sexy Mexi.
With 2 eyes.
Just say goodbye, Laura. Come on, say bye,
2
Olivia.
hours.
Bye, guys.
Guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back. Are we doing it again next week, Laura?
We are.
We'll be back again next week doing our Brooklyn Live.
Kirkland Live.
Yeah.
That's really good.
We'll see you then. Hopefully at that point, medication will have worn off. I'll be out of the pills. We'll be in good shape. Happy Halloween.